Hello and welcome, I'm BluenoseLJ. I've decided to do this video in response to some of the negative comments and posts that I've been seeing on social media since the end of the Southampton game yesterday. I want to put things into a little bit of perspective. I'm going to start with the game itself. We've lost 2 goals to 0, which ends our unbeaten run at the start of the season. And Everton fans are disappointed. I am myself. I honestly thought that we would get something from the game. I did think that we would beat Southampton, but that hasn't happened. We've lost 2 goals to 0, and rightfully so. We were really, really poor today. Apart from the Gylfi Sigurdsson chance, we didn't really create anything at all, and we didn't really threaten Southampton at any point. But if that shot from Gylfi goes in, it's a different game. Southampton have to come at us. They're a little bit more open. Maybe we create some more chances. Maybe we push on and get a second goal. And it's a totally different game. That didn't happen. It didn't go in. Southampton went on and scored 2 goals, and rightfully so. Like I say, they were better than us. And I want to focus more on Everton, to be honest, because I didn't think Southampton were brilliant. It was Everton that were really, really poor today. We really missed Richarlison, and that really showed. Iwobi is just not good enough. Maybe as a substitute, but starting, he's just not good enough. You could see it on that side. We were really poor, and we missed Richarlison. There's no question about it. Richarlison offers us so much more than just going forward. Offers a lot of protection for Digne at the back as well. So his work rate is amazing, and Iwobi just isn't on the same level as Richarlison. So yeah, that was a big miss. We've also missed Seamus Coleman at right back as well. Now, I know Ben Godfrey has played there before, but that isn't his natural position. He's a centre back, and it really showed today. I thought that he had a poor game. Now, I do think that Ben Godfrey will become a top quality defender for Everton, not at right back. And like I say, you could see it today. They did attack a lot down that side, and yeah, they got past Godfrey quite often, creating a few chances. And yeah, it wasn't the best game for him. Having said that, you know, the whole team was poor. I thought their midfield dominated our midfield. Decore and Alan. I thought Alan had an okay game, but Decore was kind of in and out. But there, we definitely weren't up to the kind of standard that uh, we expect, or we have come to expect this season for Everton. And like I say, it's disappointing to see that we've put in such a poor performance. Now, I thought James Rodriguez had a good game, but I think if Richarlison plays today, if he was able to play, um, James Rodriguez probably doesn't. I don't think he was quite fit enough, but uh, Carlo took the chance on playing him. Losing Richarlison and James Rodriguez would really have affected us. But maybe it would have been better for him to have sat this one out. I don't know. It's a hard one. Carlo knows a lot more than obviously us Everton fans. We watch and we have opinions. I have opinion, and I don't think that James Rodriguez plays today if Richarlison plays, but he didn't. Obviously, through the suspension, and James Rodriguez had to play. And like I say, I still think he had an okay game, but we just were off the pace, the whole team. Now, having said that, the comments and the posts that I've been seeing have been completely an overreaction by a lot of Everton fans out there. I would expect some of the comments that I've seen to come from Liverpool fans, Manchester United fans, and the like. I understand that. They've been waiting for us to, for that bubble to burst and Everton to lose the game. And, that's the end of the season. But to come from Everton fans, I'm really, really surprised by it and quite disappointed by it as well. I don't know what Everton fans are expecting. Even Premier League title winning teams lose games. You have to remember, this is our 9th game of the season. It's the 6th game of the league, and it's our first defeat. We are undefeated in the first 8 games. We've lost 1 game out of 9. And in the Premier League, we have 13 points from our opening 6 games. That is top 4 standards. If you carry on that throughout the season, you're going to finish in the top 4, no question about it. We're top of the table. We're still top of the table. We were in such a position that we could lose a game and remain top of the table. And yet, this is the season over for a lot of Everton fans out there. I don't really get it. I understand that we're disappointed by the performance. And it was a performance that, resembles what we went through last season. But we finished 12th last season. This is Carlo Ancelotti's first full season. It was his first transfer window. He's addressed the problems that we had in the centre of midfield. It's going to take more than one transfer window to turn us into title contenders. We're not title contenders. We don't have the squad, and today proved it. We lose a couple of players, and we're a little bit vulnerable. We don't have the quality to come in like some of the bigger teams. I still think that we should have given Southampton a better game. I still think that we had enough quality on the pitch to get something out of it. Title winners probably would have got something out of that. We're not going to win the title. We are fighting for a top 4 position this season. If we can finish in the top 4, it's a brilliant achievement for Everton Football Club. That is where we are pushing for. I think if you would have taken Europe for Everton this season, most Everton fans at the beginning of this season would have taken it. If we would have been able to finish in the top 6, get a Europa League spot, most Everton fans would have taken that. I know that Carlo Ancelotti wants to finish first, and we all do. But then that's the same in every club. Every club wants to finish first. It's not realistic for every club. And I don't think that it's realistic for Everton Football Club right at this moment. We are a million times better than we are last season. And we're building. It took Jurgen Klopp 4 years to build the Liverpool side that you see today. Remember, we drew against the champions last season. We are on the same points as the champions. Liverpool are the champions of England, whether we like it or not. That's who they are, and we are above them. We are on the same points, but we are above them. And to be disappointed by a performance is one thing. And I am disappointed that we didn't win today. We didn't get a point. And I'm more disappointed in the performance. But to overreact and say that, that's the end of the season, we're now, we're back to the rubbish Everton that we were, is completely bonkers. I don't understand it. To be top of the table after 6 games, to lose one game, and we've had, I don't think the performance against Liverpool was brilliant last week, but we still ground out a draw from that. Today, we were off. We had a bad game. Look at some of the other sides out there. You've got Manchester City, Arsenal, they're all dropping points. Manchester United, Chelsea. Chelsea have spent 220 odd million pounds. It takes time to gel a team. We bought in a few new players, and it is going to take time. And we're already a million miles away from where we were last season. I think that Everton fans got unrealistic expectations from the start of the season. And now they've started throwing their toys out because we've lost one game. We're all disappointed by it. But to go over the top, and the reaction that some of the Everton fans that I've seen is, Pickford needs to go. Pickford made at least one, maybe two really good saves today. And last week, he made a world-class save in that Liverpool game. He's made a few errors, but not in the last two games he didn't. There was nothing he could do against either of those goals today. I don't think that Pickford did anything wrong today. Why are people saying Pickford needs to go? He made two saves, at least two good saves today that, we could have lost by more than 2 goals. Yerry Mina, I'm not the biggest Yerry Mina fan at all, but I don't think that Yerry Mina had a bad game today. It wasn't, at the standards that we expect, but he certainly wasn't the worst person on the pitch. To go after Yerry Mina, as I've seen, it's not every Everton fan, it's just certain Everton fans and certain posts that I've seen, and I really want to address that. But we do need a little bit of a reality check, to be honest. Are we going to win the league? I doubt it very much. Are we title contenders? I doubt it. Why would we be title contenders after where we were? We don't have the squad. We just don't have the squad yet. Give Carlo Ancelotti chance and stop putting the pressure on the team and on the Everton fans. And one game, we're up and we're down. It's crazy. It's crazy to do that. The expectations of Everton fans are beyond just because we started off so well. And we have, we're still 6 games in, and we're still, if you take the games, we still have started well. We're 6 games into the Premier League season. We're top of the table, for crying out loud. I think any Everton fan, if you would have offered them that at the beginning of this season, they would have taken that. So why, after one game, one bad game, if we have another bad game against Newcastle, and we continue on for 3 or 4, and we don't pick up any more points in 3 or 4 games, I can understand it. But we're not allowed one bad game. The champions of England have not started brilliantly this season, but we're still, and we're above them. We're above. Come on. I needed to make this video because I just think that Everton fans need to maybe take a slight reality check, just take things a little bit calmer, and not put so much expectation on the team, on Carlo, on themselves. And, if you're talking about Everton being league champions at this early stage, I think it's a little bit premature. I do honestly think that our 11, and I've said it in other videos, our 11 is capable of competing with anyone. But our squad is not quite there yet. And we had 3 players that came in, Sigurdsson, Iwobi, and Ben Godfrey have come in today. So we've lost 3 of that 11. I don't think James Rodriguez was fully fit. And we just don't have the squad in order to compete with a top 4. Southampton are not a bad side. They're not going to finish in the bottom half. They won't. They're going to pose a lot of threats to a lot of teams. So yeah, let's just have a little bit of a reality check. It's a disappointment. We lost today, and the performance was bad. But when you take the whole season so far, we're still top of the league. We're in the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. I would have taken that at the beginning of the season. I will take a top 4 place. I would still take a top 6 position. I know that we started well, but we have to be patient. We have to understand that this is a progression. It's something that Carlo is building. It's going to take him more than one season to do it. And where we were and where we are is like night and day. And, you know, if we just continue on the way that we're going, we will get to that position that we want to be. We will become a title challenging team. We're just not there yet. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you on my next video. Remember that if you want to be in with the chance of winning the Everton football shirt, the draw is being made on the 1st of November. You need to subscribe to this channel, and you also need to comment the size and the color of the shirt that you would like in the prize video, which I will link to here. Again, thank you very much for watching.